Good evening. The Renaissance men have gathered this evening. It sounds like a wedding, doesn't it? No, we're here to watch the Spider-Man No Way Home official teaser trailer that dropped. When did this drop?
This morning.
This morning.
Yeah, this morning.
It's
British
here.
summertime. It is here. Welcome to my brothers, Jimmy, Seddon, and Midian, who have joined me to watch this. The original plan being we was gonna stave off watching this until tonight, but three of us have caved. Only Seddon stood strong.
So you should have left it in mystery to try and guess which one of us had not seen it.
Well, we'd never know with you, Mid, to be honest. Just
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, and one of us is a trained actor, so should be able to palm that off. Yeah.
So before we get into it, what were our expectations for this? Were we thinking we're excited. I was kind of really excited for this job from what I'd heard about it on the grapevine and what's possibly going to be in this trailer. So I don't know what you boys thought.
Yeah, I mean, obviously excited. I've already watched it. I didn't want to wait until tonight to watch it. So you're really excited, and I was before I watched the trailer. I was hoping they didn't put too much in the trailer because sometimes you can have trailers that spoil the whole film and there's nothing left for the film. So I was hoping it wasn't anything like that, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of hinting, hasn't there, and like merchandise drops already that really kind of led us probably down a path of what we think this movie will be. But I guess it'll be nice to see whether the trailer reinforces that or gives us any surprises as to what might be coming.
Yeah. So, Jimmy, anything further to add on, or should we just get into it?
Yeah, I was looking. I've been looking forward to this trailer for a long time. Quite a while. And I don't want to say anything else till we've watched it.
Okay.
I don't want to give any spoilers or anything to said.
Very quickly, it's the biggie, isn't it? Of the release schedule, like up until we're getting into kind of mid to late 2022, this is the biggie of this first sort of 4 or 5 of this phase, isn't it? So
yeah, this is my most personally anticipated film that I can't wait to see it, to be honest. So well, let's do it.
Got a rated on, by the way. I've not looked. What? Is it a 12A?
I don't know.
A PG? I don't know.
I know it's out on the 17th of December.
If Oliver could go to the cinema with me and watch it, or if it's not age appropriate, I don't know.
Okay. I just assumed I'd be able to take Benjamin, but
just hire another child, get Oliver to stand on that child's shoulders, put a rain mat round him.
Exactly, yeah.
Fine, yeah.
Of course, what they do in The Simpsons, isn't it? When Milhouse is underneath Bart, and they put
yeah. I'm sure they've done in plenty of stuff other than just The Simpsons.
Only The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's my frame of reference to most things in my life, Jimmy. To be honest, if I can relate it to Alan Partridge or The Simpsons, we're good.
Or WWE.
Yeah.
Just as a quickie, Stu, I believe we are live, only because Chris Lacey has commented. So
really?
I don't think we were supposed to be actually live, but we've got a chat. Yeah, there we go.
We were private live, but we're public live.
We're public live.
Oh well, a lesson learned.
Oh well.
Luckily, we kept our clothes on for it. So.
Yeah. Oh, it's less work for us, I guess. So.
Well, apart from Mid, obviously.
Well, on Friday we don't have to deal with this buffoon with his technical issues anyway.
Shit!
Like that will go smoothly.
In good luck with that.
Yeah.
Well, if you are watching live, welcome. welcome. So we're gonna crack on with this. Okay. Hopefully you should be able to hear it. Did you hear that?
No.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Oh yes.
Oh, hello.
You got this to come, son.
What the world needs now.
It's because I didn't share my audio. That's what.
Is Phil, sweet Phil.
There we go. All right. Okay. So let's go back.
Do this.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Oh, look at this. This is a good one. Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop, come on.
Yes, my spider lord.
Can we just stay up here all day? It is so crazy down there.
That's right, folks. Spider-Man is in fact Peter Parker.
Listen, I did not kill Mysterio. The drones did.
The drones that are yours.
Does any part of you feel relieved about all this?
What do you mean?
Now that everybody knows you don't really have to hide or lie to people.
For the record, I never wanted to lie to you. But how do you tell someone that you're Spider-Man?
Now everybody knows. But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people. I've just been thinking about how to fix all of this.
So, Peter, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
When Mysterio revealed my identity, my entire life got screwed up. I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did.
Strange. Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Fine. I won't. The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my God, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really know.
Stop talking.
What just happened?
We tampered with the stability of space-time. The multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little. The problem is you trying to live two different lives. The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes. Be careful what you wish for, Parker. Hello, Peter.
PlayStation controller.
PlayStation controller.
There we
Lovely
go.
Stuff.
There we go. Right, let me transition back to.
I think that is the one that's getting me going back to the cinema. This is the film that's
Okay.
getting me going back to the cinema. Yeah.
I think
So-
I'll be back to Shang-Chi.
What are initial thoughts?
It was quite interesting. I think, because all the other stuff we've seen around time travel, multiverse, etc., I thought this was probably just going to do that easy transition of going something multiverse is happening, off you pop. But to kind of add in that for the comic book lovers, that kind of one more day storyline element of it's him making a conscious decision to want to erase something that causes what happens. I'm really surprised by that. I wasn't expecting that, if I'm honest.
So, Seddon, you spotted that without knowing about the One More Day reference, because in the One More Day comic is where he asks Mephisto, isn't it? He makes a deal with the devil to erase Peter Parker from people's memories.
Yeah, and it undoes like years and years and years of the comic book stories, and with
people
intent.
hated it, right?
Well, I think they ended up hating it. I think some of the stuff they wanted undone because where the comic books had gone with Peter Parker, I think people had felt that maybe they'd written him into a bit of a corner. But I think once you kind of erase stuff that people have spent 10 years reading, all of a sudden they go, well, no, I don't like that anymore.
I see. So it was a bit of a reboot with that one. I didn't know that that's how it went.
Yeah.
So they won't do that with this one, will they?
No.
They're just using the
Concepts,
premise.
aren't they? Yeah.
I think what I read and watched a video about earlier, they're just using the first act of that, so the bit where people forget, and then the second and third acts of the film are nothing to do with the comic book story.
Shoot. What
Yes.
you said you didn't like was the fact that he seems like he does the spell very willy-nilly and very happily.
Yeah, it felt like you just thought, oh, sod the consequences. Let's just do this just so Peter can, get his name erased, obviously from the world's consciousness, but as Spider-Man. But I don't know, it just felt a bit.
And so
I'm
I've
not
read.
sure I'm
in-
down
I've read
with
in,
that.
Doctor Strange was very un-Doctor Strangey there, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I've read that and watched some videos analysing the trailer, and one of the things they say that I didn't pick up on is Doctor Strange in one of the scenes in the trailer is in the meditating pose like he is in Infinity War, where he's determining every single possibility. And apparently from that, people have gauged he's done that again, and he can see the multiverse is coming no matter what he does. So he willingly cracks this bit open a bit more so he can recruit people to help when the multiverse comes.
Okay.
I mean,
everything can be explained, I guess.
It's only kind of an instantaneous jump, and obviously we've just seen that. But I mean, I thought because Doctor Strange was so un-Doctor Strange-like and very much like, what's the worst that can happen? I thought, is he actually Mephisto? And they are going to do a bit more one more day, and that's where probably you bring Wanda into it, etc., etc. Or what you were saying there, Mid, of going, is this actually Doctor Strange knowing that like this is a genie they can put back in a bottle, but teaching Peter why you wouldn't want to go back and change everything, like almost a hard lesson. But it didn't feel like something that Doctor Strange would naturally do.
There's a scene in it that I missed that I saw when I watched it going back. There's the lizards in it, and he's trapped in some kind of magical cage, which leads into
I saw that
Doctor Strange theory of him just trapping everyone. Yeah, the lizard's in the trailer. He's trapped in a cage behind Peter in one of the scenes.
The people think it's the lizard. That's not 100%, is it? But it does appear that it is him. And obviously, we've got Electro coming back, haven't we?
Yeah.
Was it Rhys Ifans who played Lizard? Yeah.
And obviously, you got the pumpkin said. Pumpkin from Green Goblin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I presume we're getting like Doc Ock, Lizard, Electro, Green Goblin. What other ones did they have?
Seen the Sand for Sandman and Vulture's going to be back in it.
Vulture's back, isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of sand in one scene. And it looks like a big hand as well. So
so that'll be all six of them. But what I really liked about the trailer that I wasn't expecting is the typical Marvel bits at the end. I thought they were going to show Maguire or Garfield at the end, but they didn't. And I'm glad they didn't show any of those two in the trailer.
Do you think that in any of those scenes they've removed them? Because when we got
when they've removed Maguire, obviously, because when Doc Ock came in, he wouldn't have known that was Peter Parker.
Yeah.
He was talking to Maguire then, but they've made it seem like he was talking to current Spider-Man.
There's some clever editing in there.
Yeah, because he weren't in the Spider-Man suit then. He was Peter Parker, so he wouldn't know that was Peter Parker. That Doc Ock wouldn't.
Yeah, but we don't know where he's come from, what universe he's come from, how long he's been
from the
there.
Raimiverse. That is the Doc Ock from the Raimiverse.
Yeah, but we don't know how long he'd been in that world. Like he could have.
He wouldn't say hello, Peter. He'd say
I'm with you, Mid. I think the Spider-Man. I think Garfield and Maguire are coming. I really hope
Miles is coming.
They're in no trailers.
Miles as well, because I think they've had these two films where Peter needs the mentor in Iron Man and Doctor Strange, and then the next one is he's going to be the mentor. I think that's the way they're going with it.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if we don't get Miles Morales in this movie. And the Miles Morales that will be transitioned into movies of their own.
Do you think this is the last Spider-Man film in this, like in this deal between Marvel and Sony?
I think it's such a moneymaker for both. And I think that, like casting-wise, they got that Spider-Man so right. I mean, I hope they've got him on a lots more movies under contracts because those contracts can become very, very expensive soon if they haven't. But what do we think about the Peter Parker being known as Spider-Man? Because obviously that was a bulk of the first half of the trailer. How much of that do you think we get in the movie? Do we reckon that's sort of first 20-minute scene set in, and then we go on, or do we think that it's going to be a lot?
Me and Stu were talking about, if you pay attention to the start of the trailer, the film starts directly after the last film. Like directly after, he's in the same clothes, MJ's in the same clothes. So I think that bit's all done and dusted pretty quick, and then he sees the Halloween decoration of Doctor Strange, and that's when he goes to Doctor Strange. So I think that's all done and dusted pretty quick.
So I quite like the idea of exploring that side of it. It's something that
he goes to school, doesn't he? He goes back to school, and you see Flash with blonde hair behind them. You see,
you see Flash. I think they've omitted Daredevil when he's in the police station as well, because that's where Daredevil will appear and get him out.
I love the way you just say it. You're like, that's where that will happen. That's where that will happen. It's like when you were talking about Punk coming back. You go, yeah, Punk will be doing that, and he'll be facing Allen. You say it with such authority, but you're bang on with Punk and Allen. You know,
that's Charlie Cox's part in the film to get him out of handcuffs, man.
I didn't know he was in it. I didn't know he was in it.
Yeah, he's in it. Yeah, he's been spotted on set. Yes, he's been spotted on set many times.
Yeah, but people put fake photos out, didn't they? There was fake photos of Maguire.
He's been there for the initial filming, and he went back for the reshoots. Yeah.
It's working on the film.
There's fake photos of Jimmy on LinkedIn apparently as well.
Yeah, you're in this.
So does that canonize the Netflix Daredevil then?
I mean, the thing is, though,
it's the multiverse. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's the thing with the multiverse. Anything can be canon, and anything can be written out, and anything can be written out instantaneously if they don't want it there anymore.
Well, I did hear they're getting Fisk in for Hawkeye, Wilson Fisk for Hawkeye. So
beautiful.
The Sony films are going to be in this some way or form. So the Venom and Carnage will be alluded to, or in the multiverse bits at some point in this film. They'll finally let them into the MCU, I imagine. Because they wouldn't have done the deal for the new Spider-Man if they'd not done a deal on that either. They're definitely going to be in there.
Anyone secretly hope that they bin off the Venom movies and just redo them anyway?
Well, Marvel can do their own Venom movie.
Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah,
but Flash is already in this, so
it's crazy, isn't it? We are in a crazy world with the MCU these days. But in a good way, because it opens up so much creative opportunities and avenues for them.
And nice from that nostalgia element as well, isn't it? Of getting the Garfields and Tobey Maguire's back to one last hurrah for them. Potentially,
maybe crazy. They could even go some crazy batshit way and include some animated Spider-Man in there if they ever wanted to.
I would love that. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how they did Miles. To be honest,
Spider-Ham. That's what I want in my movie.
No. I'm happy for Miles and maybe even Spider-Gwen, and I'd love Nick Cage to rock up as Spider-Man Noir. I would like that. A big Endgame style. Have about seven Spider-Men.
Chucking 70s TV movie Spider-Man as well. I'd love some of that.
Yeah.
Get more in there.
I think they might have purposely done the Green Goblin just as the explosion, because people might be disappointed when it comes out that it's the Andrew Garfield Green Goblin and not Willem Dafoe, but we'll have to wait and see.
Do you reckon Chris Cooper?
Yeah.
No, we didn't get to see Chris Cooper. Is it Chris Cooper? Is that his name? Who was the Andrew Garfield Green Goblin?
No, he was Green Goblin because he killed Gwen Stacy, man.
Wow, it was the guy.
I mean, what was his name? Guy who played his dad. So you're talking about the young lad.
I'm talking about the young lad. Yeah, he'll be the Green Goblin in this.
Again, so certain. I don't think he will be. But they could have his dad, which was Chris Cooper. No, but what about Chris Cooper, who was his dad?
He wasn't
a brilliant
Green
actor.
Goblin, was he?
Yeah, he was. He had that disease that was making him go scaly.
Well, he was, yeah, but he wasn't the proper Green Goblin in those films, was he?
I want to know how they're going to
explain. The young guy was Harry Osborn. Was a proper Green Goblin in that. He was like some sort of weird pixie from an 80s horror film.
Wasn't there at one point, and I think it's off the schedule now, wasn't there going to be a Sinister Six movie?
Yeah. Yeah, they set it up at the end, didn't they? They had them all in the tanks and all that.
Yeah. Oh, they did, didn't they?
So I guess this, potentially allows them to revisit that as a concept, doesn't it? By having a Sinister Six in here.
They're all fucking old, though. It would be
the
senior.
How will they explain old ass Alfred Molina?
But the thing is, I guess
he tried him, though, man. He looks good.
But the beautiful multiverse thing is you use those actors to kind of reinvigorate Lizard and Doc Ock and all of those characters, and then you bang out a Sinister Six movie with terminology-wise in comics books, the main universe is the 616, but main Marvel Cinematic Universe equivalent, because people already want to see Sinister Six. Maybe I don't know.
I like the Australia reaction. People are like, "Oh yeah, Sandman and Electro." When those films came out with Sandman and Electro, and people hated those characters and how they were portrayed in those films. But now they're happy they're back.
I'm not. I still hate Electro. That movie was dog turd, and that Electro character was one of the worst things I've ever seen in a superhero movie ever.
They've changed his look, haven't they? He's Fox has said he's not going to look
Yeah, I mean,
how
the
he
lightning
looks in
was
that.
yellow. I mean, in the other film,
Yeah.
it's purple, wasn't it, and all that. So maybe they've changed it.
I reckon he'll be black. He'll have his normal skin, but you know, he's not going to. I don't think it'd be that blue, horrible alien that he was.
Will he play the Spider-Man theme tune with lightning again, like he did in that movie? Like, fucking awful.
Oh god,
it's right up there with the pissing Spider-Man
the
free
original,
dance
apart from
down the
obviously
street.
the bit outside the costume, the original Green Goblin costume was awful. Willem Dafoe was great, but the costume was terrible.
Yeah, I don't want that back.
No. I want him to go more comic booky.
Back,
there must be some way that they can. I mean, the way they do it now, there must be some way they can make it look more like the comic book one and not like shit. Yeah.
Well, did you see? There's concept work when they did Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, and they had like a prosthetic mask with animatronics in it, and it looks great. It looks much scarier than that Power Rangers crap they ended up using. That was a real for Sam Raimi. That was a real swing and a miss. That
it really messed up the Green Goblin in all the films, really, didn't they? I would say.
He's never been as good a villain as he's ever he comes across in the comics. I think again, character design has been one of the bigger issues with it. Hasn't
it? Because I think Defoe's the right person to play him. I'm happy to see him coming back in this Spider-Man film because I put money on it being Defoe over that little.
The laugh sounded like Defoe.
Yeah.
The laugh. So that was all right. But the multiverse stuff is crazy. But what's even crazier is the real life stuff, like Sam Raimi's directing Doctor Strange.
That's crazy.
After this, so like the real world is crazier than the multiverse at the minute.
So I know we've only seen a teaser, but if all you lot could pick one thing that you hope to see in this Spider, bearing in mind we're saying pretty much the rules are out the window, what would be the one thing that you pick to see in this Spider-Man movie?
I want a decent suit because all the Spider-Man suits in that trailer, I don't like the look of them. I don't like the Iron Spider. I don't like the black one because he's not wearing his mask with the black one in that scene in the film. And the normal suit that he's got, I don't really like it. I want a more classic-looking Spider-Man suit.
Jimmy, what's your dream?
I want the Spider Dance.
Spider Dance freeway.
Yeah, that's how they distract.
That's
how they distract the senior six at the end of the film. Maguire, Garfield, and Holland, and whoever's playing Miles, all duty.
If that is in the film, I'm out the cinema and I'm burning it down on the way out.
Stu, for you?
I just want Maguire back. See, for me, he's my favorite Spider-Man, and I want him to play that. You know, in Into the Spider-Verse, whatever it's called, the animated one we got, the old kind of jaded fat Spider-Man. I kind of want him to play that role. You know, I want him to be the mentor to the other two Spider-Men, because he probably will be like 50 at that point. Fat.
He's 46, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, so that's what I want. That's where I hope they go narratively, but I suspect they probably won't.
Weirdly, and as much as it sickens me for two reasons, one being it's one of my worst moments in cinema ever, and two, it scares me when me and Jimmy are absolutely spot on. But fuck me, I want that Spider Dance. That's exactly what I was thinking. I think they've got to do it, haven't they? Because it's such a vilified moment, they have got to at least do a nod to it.
At all.
They've got to do a nod to it in some way, haven't they? I think you've got
too self-aware though.
But you can't hide away from that stuff. I don't think. Do you? I think you just embrace it and go, yeah. Like at some point. Like, I don't know, Maguire's walking down the street, clicking his fingers, and then you look behind him, and then there's Garfield, and then there's Holland. I want it to happen.
I think they've got to do a scene between the Garfield and Holland where they address that Maguire Spider-Man obviously organically produces his webbing. They've got to do
yeah. They go, that's disgusting or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be good.
There's so much you could do. Having those three together, can you? And the Miles in there as well, a fourth.
For those of you who've looked, and I'm leaning into mid here, casting wise, are we seeing any of the MJs or anything like that come back as far as we know?
Kirsten Dunst apparently has been spotted in the vicinity. Yeah, I don't think who played Gwen Stacy in the other ones, was it?
What's her name?
I can't remember. Her
Emma
name.
Stone.
Emma Stone.
Emma
Yeah,
Stone,
I don't know if she's back. I've not heard any reports of her being on set.
Because there's something about it that, again, maybe that dark side that makes me want to see films get fucked up. But I kind of want MJ from the Maguire universe to crack onto Holland and give it. I want to upgrade to the younger version.
It was good though. I thought it was a good trailer. It gave you enough with just introducing the senior six, didn't it? And it was good to actually put one in there properly with Doc Ock. Alfred Molina, he looked great, man. I think they've CGI'd his face to make him look younger, but great actor.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's leaked a lot of stuff himself, hasn't he? They've had to tell him to
he
stop.
Just tells.
He's like, "Fuck you,
He's
I'm
old."
Doc Ock. It's like, what are you going to do? Sack me?
Yeah.
Where is he? I'm trying to find.
Yeah, he said he's taken out of the moment where he died in the other one, didn't he? That's what he said. I've been plucked out of the point where I was about to die in the other Spider-Man film I was in.
People have picked up. It's weird that Doctor Strange got, was it the Eye of Agamotto around his neck when there's no stone in it anymore. People are finding that quite weird.
Is there not a stone in it?
Well, it's gone. Thanos crushed it.
Well, no, because they went back and nicked him and replaced them. And
he hasn't got it in there. There's no stone in it in the trailer.
The last place they were was in the Click.
Didn't Cap take him?
Yeah, he would have returned it to the old other egg, the mystic egg.
But at this point, it still would be gone, wouldn't it? Because that loop has closed off. So, but I don't know. Tell me, you said it, Jimmy. I think it was a good teaser trailer, wasn't it? Because I think it gave you some teases, but you don't feel like you come out the end of it going, "I know everything. I've seen everyone." And bearing in mind we're still 4 months away from it releasing, so yeah, I think a good trailer at this point.
Yeah, I don't see the point in anymore. I think the Shang-Chi trailers have given too much away. I don't want them to keep releasing trailer after trailer like they did with Shang-Chi, because I feel like I know everything that's happening in that film.
Yeah, I agree. I want them to keep it just hush now.
Like I said, that's it for me now. Anyway, even if they release more trailers, I'm done. That's it.
That seems like a solid strategy. I think you don't want to get. This feels like a film you don't want to get spoiled too much for. It feels like a lot of fun.
I already know everything, so I want to sit there in the cinema, sit there nodding.
Yeah, Midsommar is working on
the novelization.
But I'm with you. You don't want to know. I really hope they don't release that Garfield and Maguire in it. I really hope they don't, and I hope they are in it. They've got to be in it. It's like the CM Punk thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they've brought the others in there,
them Punk in the cinema though, I don't know if Maguire and Garfield will get a pop like
Toby M.
No, they will. They will get a pop. They'll get a massive pop
in your pants.
I tell you, they won't get a pop in mine. Anyone who pops in the cinema, I'll be up. Won't we see?
It's the cinema. Actually, Marvel-wise, the biggest pop I had was
Captain America
Endgame when they all came back on my left when Falcon and they all come back through the portal. Everyone in the cinema went nuts. Oh, and when Captain America picked up Mjolnir, fucking nuts. Cinema went absolutely crazy.
Oh, I must admit, like for that concept of pops, it's only Marvel movies where I've seen that. The only thing that's got close to it is we was in there once with a pissed up fella. I can't even remember what movie we were going to see. But they showed a James Bond advert beforehand, and I've never seen a man so happy. He got kicked out when he lit a cigarette after that advert, and the only other time was I was watching City of God, which is a subtitled movie. And someone took a phone call in there, and I was sitting there getting really aggy. And then I just realised, actually, I can't understand what they're fucking saying anyway. You might as well take their call. So.
I've
only ever seen pops in America.
Yeah, and that's the thing that embarrasses me. The idea of us like doing what Americans do in cinemas, I don't like that.
Yeah. It happened to me once in when we watched. I went to see Rocky Balboa. You know the reboot of Rocky. Really, I don't know when that was, about a decade ago. And people were cheering.
Jesus!
In the final fight scene, it's like it's a real sporting event. No, it's leathery old Sylvester Stallone. He's going 12 rounds with whoever it was. I forget who was fighting in that, but
it was a real boxer, wasn't it? He beat him in a simulation, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the story.
He beat him in a simulation, so they set up for an actual exhibition match, and then he broke his arm on Rock, so Rock had a good old innings.
Yeah.
This one didn't have AIDS though, like the one he did in the film before.
That
He had
reminds
to
me
wait
sort of-
20 years to find someone that he could fight that didn't have AIDS when he got in the ring with
I
him.
don't know why, but a tweet has popped into my head from the weekend talking about cinemas. I randomly saw a tweet from Stephanie McMahon or someone saying that SummerSlam was being shown in cinemas
Wow.
Oh Jesus!
over the
Imagine
weekend.
that.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
It's not one of those Star Wars saga marathons. They
Yeah,
had.
a
Before
couple
episode
of my mates
9.
went to do that. They all fell asleep. They couldn't handle it.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
I've always
for,
Kudos to them.
I was gonna say spoilers for Friday night, but if I'd gone to the cinema and watched that after the first match, I'd have fucked off out of there and gone to another screen and watched something else.
Let's save this. We'll save this,
Yeah.
aren't we? This
Good
is
luck,
for
Jimmy. Is all I
Friday.
can say, mate. Good luck.
Yeah, defending my billionaire friend Vince McMahon.
Defending the indefensible.
Defenders of the Earth.
Yes.
Defenders. Right, there we go. That was our reaction to the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer.
Sounds like, from what all you lot were saying, is for the next couple of Spidey trailers, be me on my own then, because I seem like I'm the only one that's going to watch them.
I'll be watching them. I won't be
Yeah.
able to not watch them.
Nah.
I'll have to.
Yeah, I know.
I just
Give it
hope
a
they
go.
don't show. I hope they don't show Garfield and Maguire. But
Give it all the
Yeah,
bravado.
I'm serious. I'm 100% not watching them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Whatever.
but
See
we all
you- see
liked
you
it.
next,
Yeah, we're all excited.
Oh, yeah, big fan.
Yeah, can't
Big
wait.
fan.
Can't wait.
Went off on a tangent about wrestling and other.
I'll be there at
It wasn't,
midnight.
cinema.
I'll be
It
there at
wasn't. It
midnight.
wasn't quite as good as the Eternals trailer, but you know, it was all right.
Jesus.
Right,
I'm going cinema. We should do a Renaissance Men trip to Ipswich Cinema.
See,
Yeah,
what,
I'd be up
see
for
the
that.
Eternals.
No, see Spider-Man.
Oh, Spidey.
See the Spider-Men.
Yeah, I'll probably see it
Yes.
multiple times. I think I'll have to see it with Benj if it's
We
legally
need to
allowed.
find the rating of this film. I'm going to Google it now.
That's all right. He can come along to the Renaissance Men one, mate. He's been
That's
on the
true.
show a few times,
He
so
is.
bring him along.
Official co-host.
I will say though, if he's annoying during the movie, I'm booting him away from us. I don't care. I know he's your son, but he's getting kicked out if he.
He might
talks in
need
the movie.
like 10. He'll be like Jimmy. He'll need 10 wheeze during it.
No, I don't drink before the cinema.
BBFC hasn't officially announced the age rating. They're
okay.
mulling it over.
Mm.
The thinking
Every-
is it going to be a PG or does Willem Dafoe take it into a 12A? We don't know.
Depends
They're
how
still
graphic.
cutting it.
Depends how graphic the Kirsten Dunst Tom Holland sex scene is going to be.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
that.
God.
think,
She's old enough to be his mother.
I think Benedict Cumberbatch's accent takes it into a 12A automatically, doesn't it? Sometimes.
I like his accent. I
Yeah, I
like
bet you
Cumberbatch.
do.
It's a good
Yeah.
accent. That's a
I'm
solid
hoping-
It's like you doing the voiceover for him.
Yeah,
I'm
did
just
say hi.
hoping, and pardon the expression, I'm hoping we see more Wong than what we got in the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't think you will get more Wong because he's
Well,
wonging off. He's
Goes
wonging off
for
to
training,
Shang-Chi, isn't he?
Goes off for training in Shang-Chi, doesn't he? Or Wong.
But I want more than the don't do it and then he fucks off.
Don't do it,
I
I'm off
like
to
it.
fight
I like it,
Abomination.
yeah. I like a bit of Wong in my trailers.
That's a holiday from hell, isn't it? Going off to go fight Abomination in a
Apparently,
cage.
Homecoming and Far From Home were 12s, mate, so we're screwed.
Mm,
This one's going to be a 12.
bugger. Oh well.
Holiday
Never mind.
from hell.
Have to wait.
Yeah.
I was going to do a Wong accent. I was gonna do a Wong accent.
End
talking
stream.
about-
End stream. End stream.
I went on a nice peaceful trip to where are they? China.
Yeah.
Ended up fighting a big green man.
Right, these bellends will be back on Friday. I won't be around, unfortunately, so expect the unexpected, both
Yeah.
technologically wise and I don't know. They may go
Content
off.
wise, yeah.
They may go off piste.
Longest
I've got there to
show
rein them in.
ever.
Yeah,
17
6
hours
hours.
later.
No, Stu, I'm the one following the show notes. So anytime they try and mark out on AEW, I'm going to cut them down.
Yeah, but you say that, we've got to put something on the fucking show notes first, mate. Good luck with that.
I know you never do, such bastards.
There are mute buttons. Just so you know, whoever's
I'm
in
in
charge.
control.
Says
so
in
yeah,
charge.
yeah. As soon as a ropey
Oh,
accent
shit.
comes out, mute. I'd never mute these boys. Never.
Right, there we go.
Right.
Thank you for joining us. Apologies that this went live, but there we go. It is what it is.
Chris has watched.
Yeah. Hello, Chris, by the way.
Take care.
Right, yeah. Until next time, we'll speak to you on Friday. Take care and goodbye. I won't go out on a jingle. I'll just click the end stream button. Goodbye.